The first 2 days of IPL 2021 and the Indian captains led the way while Kohli drew the first blood, and then it was Rishabh's day. But Sunday will be something different as there is turn of tides. It's now time for overseas skipper to take charge for their respective sides. The match went into thrilling super over when these two sides met last. The fans can certainly expect the star players to produce another blast. There is a mysterious Varun Chakravarti on one side and outstanding Rashid on the other. And two other best bowlers, Cummins and Bhuvi, will also be up against one another. David Warner, Manish Pandey and Kedar Jadhav are there for Hyderabad to score a lot of runs. But the big selection dilemma for them, Johnny Bairstow or Kane Williamson. With Shubman Gill, Owen Morgan, Dinesh Karthik and Andre Russell, Kolkata's batting is sorted and done. But the big question for them, will they be choosing Sunil Narine or Shakib Al Hasan? The stage is perfectly set in Chennai for 40 overs of entertainment and fun as the ever charismatic David Warner lock horns with Captain Owen Morgan.
Two of the most exciting captains of the world and two former champion squads. Yes, it is Kolkata versus Hyderabad. A really exciting matchup, I believe, because led by two extremely talented leaders, but also known for their overseas player conundrums. Have they resolved them today? We'll find out. You are watching SportsTiger. This is the 10-over segment. I'd like to invite my guests, Arohi and Shayanto as well.
Hello, Ashwin.
Hi guys, are you enjoying the game till now? What did you feel about the selections? I'm going to start with you Arohi first. What did you feel? Because I like I said earlier, these are two teams that have always found themselves in a conundrum when picking their four overseas players and in fact picking the right 11.
Both the teams, I can safely say, are spoiled for choices. You know, they have so many players who can come out there, perform and give in their all that they just don't know whom to choose anymore. You know, you go with three spinners, you go with more all-rounders than specialist bowlers. But it's always a question, and it is going to be a question until somebody performs and somebody doesn't perform. So I think that is going to play a major role in the upcoming league.
Yes, the score has been 83-1 after 10 overs for Kolkata. And of course, who else could it have been but the magic man, Rashid Khan, taking that wicket? Isn't Rashid the go-to bowler? Whenever the team's in trouble, whenever you need a wicket at hand, you go to Rashid Khan and he delivers. He delivers every single time the ball is given to him. So what do you have to say about that?
I just have one word for Rashid Khan: magician. The captain, anybody's going to repose faith on him and he's going to absolutely deliver. He's going to go all guns blazing. So that was a googly. Shubman Gill honestly wasn't expecting that delivery. He's a leg spinner that swung towards the leg. So that's a very good ball by Rashid Khan. And definitely Rashid Khan is one go-to bowler, as you said. And if he can just continue his form, then it will do wonders for SRH in the remaining matches in the tournament.
Absolutely. It's so difficult to go after a bowler like Rashid Khan. They tried to go after him, got the wicket. And then I think Rana tried to go after him as well. He almost lost his wicket too, just got saved by the DRS. But interesting selections there. Like I said, Johnny Bairstow getting a nod ahead of Kane Williamson. A very big decision because now what's the role for Saha? We'll have to wait and watch. Same thing goes for Kolkata. Had a lot of issues with their opening pair. Last year couldn't decide who will be opening for them. They've stuck to Rana and Shubman Gill. But again, Tripathi comes at 3 in the 8th over. So does pushing down Owen Morgan become a very good decision for the team in the long run? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I personally felt Morgan should have come up, but that puts Tripathi's role in question. And Rana has done really well in the first 10, got his 50. And now we will have to see the scorecard to see some bowling figures as well. Can we pull up the scorecard? So, like I said, Shubman Gill having a good start, but then trying to go after Rashid Khan and losing his wicket. So he got out at 15. Rana playing a great gem of an innings, getting his 50 in as well. So good opening for him this season. Rahul Tripathi going bang bang as he came in. But again, I'm a little unsure of his role at number 3. Personally, felt that Morgan's leaving things too late for himself. Talking about the bowling, there was a lot of expectation from Natarajan, but Natarajan coming in, getting smacked out of the park, first ball by Shubman Gill. So, Shanta, what did you feel about that happening with Natarajan not really delivering the way everybody was imagining him to?
I mean, that clearly proves that Shubman Gill is very aggressive, he's fearless, and I mean, he's one of the best batsmen of India and KKR. He's been the leading run scorer of KKR too, and smack somebody like T. Natarajan, who's so known for his Yorkers, that speaks volumes of his character and his grit, honestly. But then Natarajan came back strongly too. Like in the third or the fourth ball, he delivered a bang-on Yorker, and he was back to his regular, forte. So honestly, Natarajan first over only 12 runs, but then I think Warner might repose faith in him. That is the reason why Shankar was brought into the, brought into the bowling combination, because they thought that if Natarajan is expensive, then Shankar might cover for him. But then that just didn't work out because Shankar too got belted for runs. But then I'm pretty sure Natarajan, because he's known for his death bowling exploits, he can come back later. He can prove his mettle again.
You're right. Yes, they thought that if he's expensive, let's put Shankar in. But Shankar turning out to be expensive as well, going for 14 runs in his 1 over. Also, Arohi would want to come to you about Sandeep Sharma, him being expensive as well. So, what do you think Hyderabad, does in such a situation where Sandeep is going for too many runs? We saw him go for 23 in his 2 overs. Shankar, like I said, was expensive. Only the spinners keeping it tight. We know it's Chapok. So, what do you think KKR will also learn from this, and what kind of strategy will they go for seeing this?
So very surprising. If you look at the stats, it was Bhuvi, it was Sandeep Sharma, and it was Zahir Khan who were the top wicket takers in IPL in the power play overs. But this time, Sandeep Sharma is somebody who's not working out. Probably they should keep him away for a few overs, use their spinners to the maximum of their extent, and they also have Samad, who they haven't used yet. So probably use him for a couple of overs in between, get Nabi and Rashid. He's doing his job really well. So probably alternate between the spinners and 1 or 2 paces, and then probably that should sort that.
Yes, of course, Samad can be brought in for a couple of overs, but the magic man, Rashid Khan, still has his 2 overs left. We still have to see more of Bhuvi. So can they get Hyderabad back in this contest? I have a lot of faith in Warner. I feel he's an excellent captain. He thinks ahead of everybody else. So I'm sure he has a few tricks up his sleeve, especially when you have a guy like Rashid. But I'm also equally excited to see what KKR does today, because Harbhajan Singh has come in, and that could make things very interesting. I wasn't expecting him to make it to the playing 11, but we'll find out. My closing thoughts would be that, what do you think would be the total for Kolkata end of these 20 overs? First, you, Arohi.
It should be somewhere around 160, I think. But you never know. Rana is
definitely not showing too much faith in the lower order there. But yeah, Shanto, what do you say? What do you think we'll see Dreras bat?
Considering the pitch, I think 170, 180 will be at par. I think it will be a par score. But then you look at the batsmen of SRH, you have somebody like Johnny Bairstow and David Warner opening the innings, and you have destructive batsmen lower down the order too. So I think anything less than 180 will be a little difficult for KKR bowlers to honestly defend. So I think 170 to 180 is the decent score, is the perfect score. And again, Harbhajan Singh can weave magic, as you said before. So all of this is my kind of thought.
All right, that's a great thought, Shanto. I personally feel that today KKR needs to go for a big total. They need to go for a 190 because of that dangerous opening pair that's waiting on the opposition's end, which is Warner and Bairstow. And it's not like KKR can't do it. They have a lot of firepower in the lower order. We still have to see the best of Dreras. We didn't see much of him last season. Didn't really perform to the best of his potential. So if Dreras can also gets a few deliveries, could see a massive total of about 190. And if we do see that, then I think we're in a serious competition. Otherwise, I feel for KKR. So that is going to be my closing thought on this. Join us back after the first innings.